In today's video, I will show the basics of using the newest IQ Multimedia product, which is ToneX One. Okay, first thing that you have to do is you need to go to IQ Multimedia Product Manager and you need to update your ToneX Max to the newest version. Right now it's 1.7.2. And another thing that you have to do is you have to go to hardware, register the ToneX One with a serial number that you have, and later download the drivers. Because this is the thing that I did. I basically downloaded everything, I plug it in, and library is not working. Why it's not working? Because you didn't install ToneX ASU driver. So make sure to download this and install it. Okay, once you downloaded everything, updated everything, then you have to plug the ToneX One via USB-C cable into your computer. Next, we need to open a ToneX application, and pretty much you are good to go once you go to the librarian. Okay, since I have some presets already created, I'll just go to Import Default Library. And this is probably what you will be able to see. You'll have 20 presets pre-installed. Okay, to begin with, here are the stock presets. I can't say I really enjoy them, but here's what they sound like. Okay. And as I said, I'm not really a huge fan of IQ Multimedia presets. Sorry, IQ Multimedia. But they're kind of flabby. I don't really like the bass response and that kind of stuff. But you can use them if you like them. That's good, okay? Okay, and basically we have 15 presets that have a cabinet and 5 presets that are basically the stomp boxes, which is full tone CD, electro harmonics, tone center, boss, metal zone, and tube screamer. Okay, and right now we'll be focusing on editing. Okay, to begin with, I highly recommend you to go to IQ Multimedia website, go to manuals, and download Quick Start Guide from the ToneX website. So once we have this preset installed, that we like, for example, this super reverb, okay, let's say this is fine tone, and you can basically use this to edit volume, bass, middle, and treble, right? The very nice thing, actually, it's auto-saving. So once you do any kind of, for example, let me check it. We'll reduce this and do this, and I'll change the preset. It's still the same. So this is the thing that you have to keep in mind. If you're changing anything, it is saving automatically, right? Okay, how to edit additional parameters, which is gate, compressor, and reverb. Basically, you have to do this. And once it's blinking, here's the noise gate. It makes no sense on the clean channel, right? So we can reduce it. Compressor. And reverb. Okay, and for example, if you enjoy these presets and you want to change the reverb type, we need to go here, all presets, copy this here, right? And right now, you can edit this preset, okay? There's a spring reverb, okay? Let's say I want to have a plate reverb with that kind of mix. And we'll just remove the compressor, and everything else will be fine. For example, you can change the presence and depth inside this. So this is a thing that you have to keep in mind. And right now I'll just save it as Super One. Let's go back to Librarian and copy this here. And right now we will have a plate reverb. And you can change it here. The mix, right? But you can't really change the type. So this is a thing that you have to keep in mind. You can't really change the type of reverb. You have to do it inside the preset. So to be honest, I would highly recommend to use some kind of studio monitors and create the tones in your application and then use this only to basically copy them. And that's it. Okay, another thing, once you press it, you'll have a tuner, which looks pretty okay, you know. Well, it's a tuner, so nothing fancy, but I was so surprised when I first bought a ToneX and it had no tuner. I'm really glad that they actually, you know, changed it. It works fine. So basically, you're holding it and you have a tuner once again. Okay, inside the ToneX One, we have basically two performance modes, which is dual mode and the stomp mode. Right now, as you can see, we are in a dual mode. So basically, we are changing those two presets, right? As you can see, yeah? A, B, A, B, A, B. And that's it. If you want, for example, to change it, for example, B to be the dumble, you can do it, of course. But we can only change two presets. If you want to use this one, the easiest way to do it is basically to use an application, because right now we are in stomp mode, so we are bypassing everything, adding this one. And to be honest, it makes way more sense to have, for example, Tube Screamer here, because you'll be probably using this one only to boost amp or something like that. So those are two performance modes. In order to change it, you have to do this, or you can do something else, and I'll show it to you in a second. Okay, let's say that you're on a gig. You don't have an access to a computer, but you need to change presets. What you can do is you can go and click this button and this button simultaneously. And right now, as you can see, we have 3 presets available, which is pretty nice because actually you can use 3 presets. So for example, let's create something like this. This is a clean one, it is like a dumble, and this will be, for example, this JMP. Okay? So let's go here again. And the third preset. Okay, so it works pretty fine. If you want to change a preset, you can basically scroll through 20 of those, right? Let's say I like this one. Let's go here. Okay, and the final one. Okay, let's go out. And right now you have 3 presets. Okay, another very important thing is a global setup. You need to press this for 6 seconds. Hold it. Okay, and right now we are in a global setup. What you can do, you can basically change from the Stombox mode to the dual mode, and I would highly recommend you to go to this dual mode because it's way more useful, right? So this is like bypass and turn on, and right now you can switch between 2 presets. Okay, this is the first one. So this knob will change from the stomp mode into the dual mode. Another knob is important when you want to use only DI profiles. I wouldn't recommend it because For example, if you're using FRFR, it makes no sense. But if you're using only DI profiles, you should do this. Right now, we are globally bypassing all cabinets. So if you're using a DI profiles, it has to go red. If you're using regular profiles, it has to be here. Okay? And the final thing is really important because this is a trim knob, and from what I've noticed, when I, for example, create my presets, I tend to have this around, I don't know, 10, maybe. I don't have it around here. No, it is clipping. It is clipping. And I tend to go even a little less, okay? So when I'm playing really hard, it turns green. When I'm playing kind of lightly, there is nothing. And this, as I said, my preference, I tend to create presets this way, so I'm not really clipping. So my input is kind of low in a plugin, and this is what I go for. But it may be different for you. Okay, and the final thing that you can do in global setup is a volume. There's a global volume for all presets, right? So if you're using your headphones and it's way too loud for your headphones, basically go here and reduce the global volume, okay? Okay, and the final thing that you can do is once you have presets that you actually enjoy, you can click this for 3 seconds, and now we are in safe mode. So any kind of movement on stage won't really affect anything. So you can, basically change it, move it, nothing happens, right? And now to the fun part. Because, as I said, I really don't like the stock presets. So I would highly recommend you to do this. Let's go to the ToneNet. So if you go to the top 10 most downloaded, actually there are 2 of my profiles. One is Tim Pierce and one is from my Mayor pack. So let's go with Tim Pierce Crunch, okay? And you can basically drag and drop it in here. Overwrite. Okay, let's edit it a little bit. Let's go to the reverb. Nothing. And I want to add a little bit more treble. Okay, so let's download another preset from here. And basically, once you have this one, click overwrite. And it's completely dry. There's not enough gain and that kind of stuff. So what I will do, I'll basically take this preset and let's go back. So basically I will take this preset, go to presets, and right now go to home, and we'll add, for example, plate reverb and a little bit more gain because there's not enough to me. Oh, there's enough gain. Okay, so let's save it as slow dancing 011, and right now you can basically drag and drop it here, and let's hear what it sounds like. Okay. Okay, and the final thing, if you have presets that you really enjoy, you can basically go to, for example, your favorites, and let's drag and drop this. So, for example, I'll just take this one here, overwrite. I'll just take this, and let me take this one. Okay. So let's go to this mode. We're clicking those two instantly. And basically, this is a preset that you can download for free from my ToneNet. If you search for Galton Studio on ToneNet, you'll be able to find this one. It's called Camper SLO, which is actually a profile of my hand-wired SLO 100 from the camper that I actually profiled on ToneX. Okay. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you, and if it was, make sure to subscribe, to like my channel, and if you want, check out my profiles for ToneX, Camper, and other profilers. Website will be in a link below, my free profiles will be in a link below, and everything will be in a link below. See you in the next video. Bye!